Hi guys, welcome here. Today we've got quite an unusual reading, very spiritual, and I know that majority of you enjoy love readings the most, but sometimes I have to do something different, and I don't care if this video gets like 10 views, that's alright. I just wanna do it. I'm really interested, I'm really inspired, and I was inspired by a book that I'm actually reading, Transurfing of Reality by Vadim Zeland, where he talks about the fact that there are multiple realities that we can always align to by making certain choices in life. It's similar to manifestation, focusing on emotions, certain emotions, discussing some topics in life, putting your attention towards certain theme, certain way of being, lifestyle, and that's how you align yourself to a certain timeline that you can experience in the future. So I've got 3 piles of cards for you to choose from. I will insert the picture of the piles in a second. As always, please take your time, listen to your intuition, and then choose a pile that is calling your name the most. Let's go. Hello my beautiful pile number 1, or everybody who chose this white pebble. Let's see, what timeline are you aligning yourself to at this point in your life? And we've got the Hermit, Surprise, 3 of Cups, Consolation, Knight of Pentacles, and Joyfulness. I feel like you guys, it's interesting, I feel like many of you made peace with your loneliness, or with your uniqueness, or with just who you are, and the fact that you may not fit in everywhere you go, or that you're not surrounded by people all the time. There's just this feeling of comfort and ease. I am who I am, I'm not forcing anything anymore. I'm not trying to prove anything to other people anymore. I'm not trying to be the soul of the party, or I'm not trying to couple myself desperately, or something like that. With this Hermit opening your reading, and then we've got this 3 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. It's very easy way of being. I feel like you guys are aligning yourself to a timeline where you're surrounded by the best people, where you're surrounded by a wonderful partner, by a wonderful environment, wonderful friends, people who truly resonate with you, and there is no tension, there is no difficulty, there is no feeling lonely when you are surrounded by other people. Like it's easy, it feels very comfortable what I'm looking at. There is a lot of fun here, there is a lot of laughter, joy, and natural, effortless relating to other people. Beautiful. And very solid bonds with other people, solid connections. For many of you, I feel like you guys are manifesting, trying to align with the life of yours, where you have a really solid group. Is it English? I think so. A really solid group of friends. Very like-minded people, very kind, very loving, very supportive, but also somebody who is like your ride or die. Could be a partner as well. If you have a partner, then creating this dynamic where you are very solid, very stable, and there's a lot of trust and stability and loyalty there. This beautiful, reassuring energy. Like, I'm not worried anymore, I'm not anxious, I'm not afraid, I'm at peace, and I love the people around me, I love who I'm surrounded by, I love my partner, I love our relationship. It's so easy and comfortable and soft and warm. And there is a lot of joy here, a lot of joy, like sincere joy, not something forced, not something superficial, no strange dynamics where people try to impress one another or be what they think other people want them to be, or showing off. None of that. It's very natural, effortless, fun environment. Many of you are trying to get to a place where you're surrounded by your soul tribe, for sure. With the Three of Cups right in the center of your reading, with the Joyfulness card here. They look very similar, these two cards, actually. Like there's three people dancing in nature, celebrating something. I feel like especially for those of you who currently going through a period of loneliness, or maybe you feel like I struggle to relate to people, or I feel better on my own, or there's nobody around me that I feel connected to yet. I feel like your heart and soul wants to be in a timeline where there are wonderful people around you, your tribe. Yeah, beautiful. There's a lot of reassurance here. Just this feeling of whatever I say, I feel really well received. And like people don't criticize, or they're not harsh, they're not negative towards me. It's very reassuring and caring environment. Maybe it's siblings for you. Maybe you're trying to improve the relationship between you and your siblings as well. Could be something like that. Overall, very accepting people, accepting all of your weirdness, your quirks, your sense of humor, the way you dress, the way you live your life. None of it matters, because they see your soul and they love it. Beautiful. It's very giving energy, it's very generous, very warm and welcoming. And constant joy, constant excitement and fun. I like how it feels. Let's look at the bottom. Oh my gosh, at the bottom we've got the Five of Swords. That's the energy of conflict. That's the energy of constantly feeling defeated, constantly feeling misunderstood, or trying to get on the same page with a certain person or people and feeling like, oh my gosh, this is a battle that can never be won by anyone. Why am I in it? Why is there so much tension, so much constantly butting heads with people, constantly, almost like whatever I say, I'm gonna be misunderstood, or I'm gonna be misinterpreted somehow. Yeah, maybe you grew up in a quite a combative environment full of conflict or chaotic energy between people, and that's something you want to get away from and create a better future for yourself. More solid connections, more healthy, more warm, more wholesome. Oh, I like it. I love how it feels. Let's look at your oracle cards, you guys. Oh my gosh. We've got this card career. So some of you may be also trying to align yourself with a lifetime where your career is booming. Or maybe you're working with like-minded people that support your cause, that support your interests, support your values, morals. Especially with the Knight of Pentacles being here, it's a slow and steady success. The Knight of Pentacles, he doesn't give up at the first sight of difficulties. He gets to his goal, he gets to his aim, and he stays on top eventually, living the best life. Yeah, many of you are trying to manifest growth in your career, improvement in your career, and it's very likely to happen here, since this is the lifetime timeline you are aligning to. Then we've got this kind of leadership. Nice. You're very strong people, and maybe I feel like sometimes the strength of your character could have been something that alienated you from others, or kind of made you your own enemy, I feel. But now you're taking advantage of it, becoming more confident, becoming more proactive. Again, maybe you guys are becoming a leader in some kind of group of people. Again, your soul tribe, your friendship group, or your colleagues, people that you work with or study with. Becoming a leader, not somebody who's always hiding away or avoids people, or being fed up with difficulties and misunderstandings and conflicts. Yeah, definitely taking a leadership role, being strong. There's a lot of strength here. Like, I know myself, and I'm not doubting anymore. I'm not living from fear and sadness and desperation. I'm here to enjoy life. And then you guys, we've got this card Strength. It says strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, I am power. Again, endurance, very much the Knight of Pentacles energy. I don't feel like you guys are rushing towards something. There's this very persistent, step-by-step energy here towards your goal. Be it creating, again, the best, most healthy environment, attracting good people, reaching that success in your career. I feel like you're trying to get there, but without burning out, without getting exhausted, without getting tired. Like sustainably, that's the word. Sustainable way of getting towards where you want to be. Staying sane in the process, staying healthy in the process. That's what's going on here. And some of you, I feel like, also trying to align with the timeline where you are in a very good place mentally, and physically as well. Like, I'm enjoying life. There's this really good balance between my personal life, my friendships, my romantic life, and my work life, my career, what I'm doing for a living, financial stuff. Like, everything is balanced. I don't go to extremes in one particular aspect of my life. And then we've got this card, physical body. I'm not sure if I should show it to you, or maybe I will briefly from afar, because you know YouTube has been so strict with explicit images and been restricting my videos. So physical body, you guys, again, that same confirmation that maybe you are implementing some kind of beneficial routines, like healthy routines into your lifestyle in order to improve your well-being, your health. I don't know, maybe changing your diet, or doing like Ayurvedic treatments or something like that, going for massages or physical activities. But many of you, I feel like, are manifesting your perfect body here. If not a body, like how it looks physically, then feeling the best, feeling the most energetic, feeling the most strong, feeling the most alive, filled with energy, filled with life force. That's where you're headed. Even the colors of your cards. We opened your reading with the Hermit, which is like a gray and blue and very lethargic feeling I get from Hermit every time I get him, even though he's deep, even though he's all about spirituality. Then we've got the Three of Cups, where people are already dancing in a small colorful card. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is all yellow. And yellow to me is the energy of solar plexus chakra. It's a very vibrant, healthy color. The sun, the giver of life. So yeah, health. I feel like many of you are aligning to a timeline where you're the most healthy for whatever it is that you need to do from then on. Have children, achieve your dreams, travel or whatnot, be a leader in your environment. Let's get some more cards. Pile 1. What timeline are you aligning to right now? You look at this, you guys, we've got this card Mars, and it says move forward and defend self. Yeah, again, that same feeling of strength, perseverance, endurance. Maybe some of you are trying to become that person who is not getting pushed around anymore. Again, strong personal boundaries, speaking up your truth, cutting toxic people out of your life. Not swallowing your truth when you are being, I don't know, criticized, or people are being mean to you, bullying you, or whatnot, God forbid. Just telling them your mind when it happens, and not being afraid to hurt their feelings, because there are some people who are not afraid to hurt yours. Mars has a very snipey, very sharp energy. It's a warrior energy. Aries is ruled by Mars. So for many of you, it's like, try me. Self-defense. And Mars is a very proactive planet as well. So no more lethargy, no more kind of exhaustion. Again, a lot of energy. I feel a lot of energy from your reading. What else? Pile 1. What timeline are you aligning yourself to right now? You guys, we've got this card 9 of Hearts. It says fulfillment, harmony, protection. Yes, oh my gosh. And at the bottom of the deck, sacred journey, life cycles, family, transformation. And in both of these cards, we've got images of hearts and trees. Beautiful trees. For me, it's all about, again, settling down, putting down roots. And the Knight of Pentacles is also talking about stability, solid things, beautiful foundation in life. Whatever foundation means for you, be it a good environment where you live, be it a partnership, a family, be it wonderful friend circle, just people that surround you and make you feel so happy and understood and loved. This is like the 9 of Cups in traditional tarot. Feeling at peace, feeling harmonious and emotionally fulfilled. Absolutely. Very hearty, living from your heart and connecting to people on a very deep level. That's what you guys are aligning to right now. After a period where you've been almost like out in the cold and possibly dismissing people, what they were doing this to you, and it's like, oh no, a connection to people is not for me anymore. That's changing, that's changing. What else? Pile 1. What timeline are you aligning yourself to? Look at this. We just had a family cycle, or what was that card? Sacred journey, life cycles and family with this card. And now we've got no place like home. Absolutely. Many of you are aligning with a timeline where you've got your home, where you've got your basis, where you've got your foundation, possibly a family even. I kept feeling there's something here about commitment, stability, loyalty with this Knight of Pentacles, having somebody very reassuring, very healthy for you by your side, very healthy dynamic in relationships. So yeah, for some maybe it's a literal home, like a physical apartment, house that you're getting closer to living in your dream place. What else? Pile 1. What timeline are you aligning yourself to right now? We've got this card Milky Way, and it says perspective. Perspective. There is a lot about wisdom here. Again, as I was saying, not living from your fears, not living from your doubts, insecurities, worries, resentment or whatnot. Zooming out a little bit, zooming out. Where in the past your focus was more on maybe the problems that need to be fixed, maybe the difficulties in the world, the negative, again, something that is not working. The timeline that you're aligning yourself to, it's where you are very open to what's coming, where you're very open-minded, open-handed, open-hearted, and maybe some of you will be traveling as well and exploring new things, again, exploring new people, relationships with people. It's a very empowered feeling, very empowered. And feeling safe. There's a lot here about safety, safety in the world, safety wherever you are. Safe within yourself. And ease, there's a lot of ease here. Again, as I was saying, not forcing anything, not struggling to achieve something or create better bonds with people. It's like it's just happening effortlessly. I'm just surrounded by wonderful people, and it is what it is, and I'm loving it. And again, it could come from a shift in your perspective on who you are and what life is like. Spiritual growth. It's almost like life is going to reassure you that there are good people out there, people like you. Reassure you that love still exists, true love, not toxic, unhealthy, dark love. There's also a pure love, unconditional love. There are also very, very nice people in this world, very kind people, and that's why you're facing right now energetically, aligning to this timeline. There's a lot of kindness and warmth where you're headed. Let's get some more cards. Pile 1. What timeline are you aligning yourself to right now? We've got this card Master, you guys. It says you can solve your problems naturally and cleverly. Proceed with courage and a decisive strategy. Let your opponent underestimate you. A Taoist master uses soft to conquer hard. Leverage the power of your adversary to your advantage. That same feeling that I got from the beginning of your reading. It's easy now. I'm not forcing anything. I'm not trying to prove myself to anybody. I'm not trying to impress anybody here. I'm not trying to be the best friend, partner. I'm not trying to say that you're going to be slacking or not doing the responsibility of a friend or romantic partner, husband, wife, or whatnot. But it's not gonna be... How do I explain it so you understand? It's going to feel natural. It's going to be natural. It's not going to be coming from a place of anxiety or confusion or logic. It's going to come from the heart and courage and confidence, you know? And confidence. Like you will know yourself. And when you know yourself and you love yourself, truly, you don't need to prove anything in the outside world. You don't need to get any validation from other people. It's like enjoying the company of others because you enjoy their existence. Enjoying the relationship because you enjoy the existence of your partner and because they are here living, breathing, and it's great. Not because you need them to feel some void within you, not because you need them to reassure you. Although there's a lot of reassurance here in your reading, which is interesting. Like, I feel a lot of reassurance. It's almost like a beautiful bonus that comes together with the shifts that will take place in your life and the shifts that will happen in the dynamic between you and other people. Again, we've got this card Master for a reason. And a master is somebody who mastered themselves, who mastered their demons, their urges, their negative self-programming, stuff like that. Yeah, you solve your problems naturally and cleverly. Use soft to conquer hard. Beautiful. Let's get a final advice for you guys. What can you do to align with this timeline sooner? Pile 1. Okay, we've got this message. Every day is a new beginning. Yeah, you can start any day, basically. That's what it's trying to say. Any moment, any day, you can change your life completely. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Like, there's nobody in control of your life other than you. Not your government, not your parents, not your partner, nobody. You're totally, fully in control of your scenario. And at the bottom we've got this card, trust in your intuition more. You do have inner insight. Trust yourself and where you're headed. The picture of the future that you want to live and experience. Every day is a new beginning. Beautiful. So this is all I have for you, pile 1. I hope this reading was helpful to you. I hope it gave you the clarity that you needed, the answers that you needed. I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello my beautiful pile number 2, or everybody who chose this green aventurine stone. Let's see what timeline are you aligning to at this point in your life, in your journey. And we've got the High Priestess, Reunion, the Lovers, Lava, the Four of Cups, and Money. Pile 2. Well, obviously many of you are trying to get to a place where you are in a relationship, where there is beautiful romance taking place in your life, whether it's reuniting with somebody you know already, you've been in a relationship with, manifesting a reconciliation, or meeting somebody that you could experience these beautiful feelings with together. Interesting, we've got this card, the Lovers and Lava, right in the center of your reading. I do feel like some of you, again, Venus just went into her direct motion after being retrograde in the last few months, and all of the Venusian things are going much easier now for many people, especially if Venus is direct in your personal chart, natal chart. Mine is retrograde, so I was thriving while Venus was retrograde. Now things are going to get a bit tricky for me, but that's okay. It's always been like that on my whole life. It does feel like maybe you have this very romantic mood, you know, watching romantic movies, seeing couples around you all the time, or seeing your family and friends getting together. Whether something is going on in your life already in a romantic sense or not, I feel like you are aligning towards a timeline where you are loved, where you are coupled, where you're with somebody, where you're feeling adored, cherished, supported. It's very sensual, it's very, you know, I want nice, pleasant dates. I want to be cuddled. I want, I don't know, for somebody to give me flowers. I want to go to nice, interesting movies, and you know, all of those classic normal things that people do together, but very romantic, like very saturated with romance. It's not like, oh, I want to settle down and have a family with somebody right now and have kids. Here it's more soft, it's more like listening to romantic songs even. This could be something you are doing at this point. Or enjoying art and beautiful things that make you feel something, or poems. It's very Venusian. Your energy right now is very Venusian. Maybe you guys are reading like a romantic novel and getting in all of those, Jane Austen or something like that, getting in that dream world of noble romance. Is that how it's called in English? You know what I mean? Like, it's not about passion and like fiery stuff, it's like love. I hope I make sense. That's what you're trying to align to, you guys. Like pure love, sensual love, gentle love, and holding hands with the person you love, and saying I love you to one another every single day. You know, all of those things that warm your heart and just feels like life is worth living, basically. But this Four of Cups, what is this? What is this? There's some kind of resistance here. Let me see, I want to clarify this Four of Cups for you guys. Pile 2, what is this Four of Cups about? feel like the everyday life, everyday difficulties may be getting in the way of you completely indulging in this atmosphere, in this romantic union that you may have with somebody, or you may be trying to manifest. Maybe you would like to go and date more, but you work a lot, like 9 hours, 10 hours a day, and it's like, well, that's a lot. But it could be the case again, because we clarified the Four of Cups with the Strength card, the World, and the Eight of Pentacles. It almost feels like you cannot completely go into it because of the down-to-earth practical financial issues, or just you have to hold yourself back somehow. Or if you have a partner, for example, you cannot enjoy this love, you cannot enjoy beautiful dates and being intimate or whatnot because you are busy, or there are some circumstances separating you. Maybe there is distance with this world, maybe one of you is working a lot or something like that, and it's like, it's a bit, there's this dissatisfaction that I'm feeling, dissatisfaction. Almost like I have to calm myself down, because obviously something is not allowing me to go fully into this, even though energetically you're almost there, you're facing in that direction of romance and love and togetherness. Like beautiful doves coming together, or swans, you know, they also like mate for life for a really long time. They remember one another even if they get separated. That's what your reading feels like love of two swans. But again, we've got money, clarify this Four of Cups. Again, it could be financial difficulties that take your attention off of love, off of your subject of your love, or object of your love, or going out there looking for love. Like, I need to earn money, I need to focus on my work, or I need to be practical, be reasonable, or something like that. It's almost sad because your heart is like, how do I explain it? Your heart is flying like a bird, like, you know, the wings of a bird, like Calibri or something like that. That's what it feels like, how you feel if you were in love, if you were to experience it, if there was the story, or that the story developed. I hope I'm making sense, but it's very ethereal, your reading. It's very artistic, it's very metaphoric. Maybe again you guys are watching some romantic movies, and like your attention or conscious space, like mind space, is very much in the visions of, again, love and romance and softness and people being together and enjoying one another's company. Or maybe you're reading poems or writing poems or creating art that is very much inspired by love, listening to romantic movie, oh my gosh, have to speak today, romantic music. Very subtle energy here. But again, you guys are aligning to a timeline where you're loved, where you slowly but surely, I feel like you will get there. You are getting there. Let's look at the bottom of your deck to see the background story. Yeah, we've got the Page of Swords here. This is very different energy. I feel like many of you have been in your logical, in logic, operating from logic for so long. Maybe studying something, maybe learning something very dry and rational, or maybe you work as a lawyer or accountant or something like that, and you're just so fed up with this lifetime, with this lifestyle, and being this way, and like not having enough emotion in your life, like your heart almost being in this hibernation for so long. I feel like now you want something different. You want that romance, you want that beautiful novel-like story, romance of a lifetime kind of thing. Let's look at your oracle cards, you guys. Okay, let's start here. We've got this card, Happiness. no wonder, no surprise here. Yeah, and I feel like for many of you, your happiness or joy, yeah, something that would make you happy, would always equate a relationship, a happy relationship, a stable, committed partnership, love, being in love with somebody. I do feel like you're very romantic people. There's something Venusian about you. Maybe you've got your moon conjunct Venus, or you've got your moon in Libra, or you are Libra yourself, or Venus in the first house, or like Libra rising or something like that. You're very aesthetic, you're very loving, you're very people oriented, very soft. You like giving people compliments, or at least you know what to compliment in people, like you've got an eye for the fantastic, beautiful things in others that too many people even notice. Yeah, I feel like you are aligning with a timeline where you're truly happy, where your heart is happy, where your heart is singing, just like this girl. Look at her, surrounded by all of these colors, and she's smiling and laughing. Then you guys, from this deck I was supposed to pull one card, but two fell out, and they are no surprise, relationship. Beautiful. So that's what we were talking about, and we've got this angel and a dolphin by her side. So many of you are aligning to a timeline where you are coupled, where you are in a healthy, loving, gentle, warm relationship. And why am I using these terms? Because I don't feel this as something like a chore. I don't feel this as something very hard, very difficult or solid. It can be solid with time, but you just want to feel loved first and foremost. For many of you, I don't feel like it's like legalities, I want to get married or something like that. No, it's just I want to go on dates, I want to go in nature holding hands, I want to, you know. And then we've got trilogy of light as well. For me, it's about past, present and future. And again, very similar to the concept of aligning yourself to your perfect timeline. I do feel like right now you are doing it, reconciling with your past, with forgiving whoever needs to be forgiven from the past, and even forgiving yourself, the mistakes that you made in the past, the things that you're not so proud of, or yeah, none of us are perfect. And focusing your energy in the present on something. Maybe again, some of you are already in a relationship and you are trying to cultivate this happiness, this romance, this gentleness, this love, the Lover's card and Lover, and trying to sustain it, taking it to a future. Even though again, some kind of practical difficulties are distracting you a little bit. But again, we are embodied on earth. There are always going to be some practical difficulties or things to be taken care of. But then you guys, we've got this card, miracles. Beautiful. It almost feels like many of you are trying to manifest something that's against all odds, something that many people would just get very confused about. How did this happen to you? How did you find this partner? Or how did you get together with this partner? It's like it seemed impossible or just strange and bizarre, the situation. But many of you are manifesting miracles, especially in your love life. Miraculous union, miraculous emotions, just something magical. Your reading is saturated with magic. Because what is magic if not love? Love is magic. Biggest magic of all. Then we've got this card, safe travel, you guys. It says, keep me safe and let me roam far away, but bring me home. Some of you are aligning to a timeline where you are possibly living somewhere far away, or you are like on a vacation, or you finally visited that country, or went and reconnected with somebody from another place. Very likely safe travel of some sort. Maybe you guys are planning a trip and you are trying to focus on those beautiful pictures. How am I gonna feel when I get there? Or reading about that country if you haven't been there, like, okay, what is life like in Argentina? And again, that's how you align to a timeline of some kind, putting your attention there, focusing on the emotions, that the information, the place, the images, the person, the feelings, all of it, the feelings that all of these things elicit in you, wake up in you. So yeah, something about traveling is also here in the picture. Maybe you're kind of brainstorming right now, where do I want to live? Like, I'm not happy where I am, but where would I go? What kind of environment do I want to live in? The neighborhood, the nature, the climate, the languages, the socio-economic system. Where do I see myself? So getting closer to a life elsewhere. Pile 2, what else? What timeline are you aligning to right now? We've got this card Pluto, and it says transform. It could be that what you're doing right now is a radical shift in your life. For example, again, if you were single, very, very single, single as a Pringle, as I like to say, you are manifesting a timeline where you're in the happiest relationship that you could imagine, and you're finally married or engaged, or you're settled with this person, moving in together. And Pluto is not subtle. The energy of Pluto is not subtle at all. It rules Scorpio, and Scorpios are very intense people. And Pluto is a very intense. It's the lord of the underworld. Pluto is entering my first house in a few months' time, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be very different. I'm Aquarius rising. Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. So it does feel like your life may change radically quite soon when you finally in this timeline, when it finally comes, when you align to it. Again, moving away to another place, another country, like across the ocean. Getting married after being single for 20 years, or finding the love of your life after a series of toxic relationships or something like that. All of those big, huge shifts. You guys, at the bottom we also have this card Cancer. It says nurture, comfort and protection. That's what your relationship feels like. That's the kind of relationship you're trying to manifest. Very soft, very gentle, comforting. Like, I feel so safe with you, I feel so at peace with you, and like a really good, decent, romantic novel. The story of like romance of a lifetime. Very emotionally satisfying situation. That's what you're aligning yourself to. What else? Pile 2. What timeline are you aligning to right now? Okay. I'm gonna take this one because it looked at me, winked at me. And we've got this card Sacred Earth Mother, and it says a message of love. Okay. Maybe you guys are aligning to a timeline where you finally get a confession from somebody, like you had a crush on this person, or relationship was going quite well, we've been dating for a month, but this person didn't confess how they feel about me, and I'm still confused, or I know how they feel, but I want them to verbalize it so I can say it too, or whatever. Message of love. And again, as I said in the beginning of your reading, like being told that you are loved. Like, you know, when you're in a healthy relationship, people say it every single day to one another. Like, somebody goes to work, they say, I love you too. And that's just a normal, natural thing that keeps us living, keeps us going in life. Love. Let's get some more cards. Pile 2. What timeline are you aligning to right now? We've got this card Poised. Yeah, beautiful. That's the energy of being confident, of knowing yourself, of having mastered yourself, created a masterpiece out of yourself through difficulties, through hardships, through all of the experiences you went through. It's about finally being the best version of yourself and loving yourself completely and fully. Not wavering, not being doubtful, not being anxious about who you are, whether you deserve love or not, whether you deserve happiness or not. It's like ready to shine, ready to be yourself, and spread your wings. Remember, I had this imagery in my head of a bird with wings. How is it? What's the word? Fluttering? Like, you know, native English speakers, you know what I'm trying to say. What else? Pile 2. What timeline are you aligning yourself to? Yeah, talking about somebody who's confident, who knows themselves, who master themselves. We've got this card, power, lightning or power. Not only being in a loving, healthy, committed, romantic partnership, but also staying in your power, knowing yourself, not losing yourself in another person, not people pleasing, knowing yourself. I want to say over and over again for some reason here. And again, remember we had Pluto here, and Pluto is actually the planet of power. Sometimes manipulation and like forcing power, but overall it's psychic power, it's power of will. It's a very powerful planet overall. And having this card power turning up as well. I don't feel like you're weaklings or suckers for love. You're very strong people, and I feel like you just realize that it's okay for you to soften now. Conserving your power, still having it, not losing touch with this part of you, but also softening your heart and allowing love in. Let's get some more cards. Pile 2. What timeline are you aligning to right now? You guys, how many times we're gonna get the same message over and over again? We've got confidence or tiger. It says things are under control. You can handle this matter with your wisdom, confidence and courage. You are passionate and loving, but don't let your sensitivity overwhelm you. You are honorable and gifted, but remain humble. Yeah, again, that balance between being a really powerful human being and also being soft and sensitive and compassionate and loving. Sometimes it can be tricky to find this balance and the golden middle point. But you can do it. You can do it. Things are under control. And for those of you especially who are struggling with your own life, difficulties of like financial or practical stuff, and also making things work with you in your relationship or your search for a relationship, or just you manifesting beautiful partnership. Things will get worked out, I feel. We've got this card, miracles as well. Many indications, happiness, relationship. Let's get a final advice for you guys. How can you align to this lifetime faster, sooner? Pile 2. How can you align to this timeline sooner? We've got this card, peace is just a thought away. Yeah, this is especially for those of you anxious people out there who are worried, who may feel like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna get there, things are getting harder by the day. Oh, and look at this at the bottom. Like an eagle, it is your time to soar. Do not fear that you will fall. Again, that metaphor of birds flying, it seems to be important for many of you here. Like birds, wings, taking flight. Yeah. Focus on your peace. Focus on the peace in your heart, the harmony within you. It's gonna get you to this life, to this manifestation, this beautiful love faster. Rather than trying to force things or feeling anxious or feeling discouraged. Peace. So this is all I have for you, pile 2. I hope this reading was helpful to you. I hope it gave you the clarity that you needed, the answers that you needed. And I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello my beautiful pile number 3, or everybody who chose this amethyst tone. Let's see, what timeline are you aligning to at this point in your life? And we've got the 5 of Pentacles, Thought, 5 of Swords, Old Woman, Ace of Wands, and Sorrow. For many of you guys, you are basically trying to get out. Whether the previous 2 piles were actually trying to get to a certain place, the way of feeling, the lifestyle, the timeline they wanted to align to. Here it's more so about, how do I get out of this? How do I get out of this scarcity, lack, feeling misunderstood? Maybe there is some kind of conflict that's taking place currently in your life with this 5 of Swords being right in the center of your reading. Some kind of chaotic situation, negative environment possibly for some of you. How do I get out of it? How do I start over? How do I feel refreshed? How do I embark on this new chapter, new journey in my life? Many of you just want newness, just want to get out of something that's very uncomfortable. It's almost like it's the pressing issue right now. I don't really have much energy, or maybe I cannot put my attention towards creating something, some kind of picture of reality for the future for me. What's more important for me is just to get out of this toxic situation that I'm in. Be it a living situation, be it environment, be it financial struggles. Since we opened your reading with the 5 of Pentacles, maybe you guys are in debt or something like that, and it's just something that doesn't allow you to sleep at night, to relax, to restore yourself, rejuvenate, like sleepless nights because of financial difficulties, because you don't have a job or something like that. It could be just very difficult, you know, like a hierarchy, Maslow, the needs that need to be covered first. And if you don't have a shelter, if you don't have basic needs met, why would we be talking about spiritual attainment of nirvana and transcendence and love and whatnot? Here it's more so about saving yourself, getting out of something that is suffocating you, getting out of something that's uncomfortable, unhealthy for you. I'm getting a few storylines here. Take which one resonates with you. For some of you, it could be financial difficulties. For others, it could be a toxic relationship. Doesn't necessarily have to be a partner relationship, like a romantic one, because we've got this old woman here. It could be a relationship with a parent that's just draining you out of all life force, or a sibling, or just somebody that's on the periphery of your life, around you all the time, but their effect on you is just like a poison. Like, I cannot spend any more second, any more time around this person, in their presence, or interacting with them. Just very uncomfortable. It's suffocating. It's almost like I'm trying to talk to somebody who doesn't really have a heart, or who doesn't even have any soul or emotions, or no compassion, or just it's cold. What you're in right now is a bit cold. Maybe it's just people in general. Maybe you live in an environment where you're surrounded by people who are not spiritually evolved, or who are not very, they may not be bad people, but they're not good for you right now, with who you are and where you are on your journey. Not good for you. And many of you are aligning to a timeline where you are free from that, and it's all not your story anymore, when you are not in this scenario. We've got the Ace of Wands for your future position. This is a fresh start. This is an exciting new beginning, just like we've got this beautiful flower finally growing from a book. Maybe it's knowledge that you need to receive to get out of it, like, I don't know, go study and so you can have a job, or some kind of get a legal advice from somewhere, or learn something in order to improve your life. You know, it can be anything. I mean, like a therapy or something like that. But the whole energy here is about a new, fresh beginning in your life that you're trying to get to. Maybe it's a new living situation, maybe it's a new project that you started and you're very excited about it. Getting out of the sorrow, getting out of the sadness. I feel like your energy is very exhausted right now. Where you are being exhausted by something or someone. And you need to come back to life, you need to be re-energized. And that's exactly what you're aligning, facing at least energetically towards. Something that will give me more energy rather than drain me. What else? I want to clarify the Ace of Wands for you guys, just in case, to see what it's about. What is the Ace of Wands about for pile 3? It's almost like you would at least, you want more options, you want more to choose from. Even like where I am right now, I feel very limited with what I can do, who I can relate to, how I can live my life. If I start this new chapter, I would have more options to feel abundant, to heal my heart, to feel stable and connected to people and supported, and yeah, more to choose from. I don't know what I'm talking about exactly here, but we clarify this Ace of Swords with the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Swords. Could be a family situation that's very unhealthy for you guys. Family situation, family dynamic that you're stuck in. Again, relationship, financial difficulties. Just you want some fresh air, to inhale some fresh air. And I feel like you will. It's like the spring of your life is getting nearer. It's gonna come about soon. What do we have at the bottom of your deck, you guys? We've got the Fool, talking about a new beginning. You feel it. I feel like many of you energetically are picking up on it intuitively. Like it's almost here. Totally fresh new chapter, almost like being reborn again. It could be a radical shift, like I changed my name, changed my country, changed the field of work I work in. It's like I'm a totally new person, changing my hairstyle, went from blonde to brunette, and it's like, who am I? Like oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry. Reinventing yourself completely. I hope you didn't get scared. Yeah, becoming totally new, from a clean slate. Like my life is starting over. That's what you're aligning to. It's almost like it's a time for a redirection of some sort. Let's look at your oracle cards. Let's start here. We've got this card Transmutation, you guys, and I don't know if I should show you the imagery because that's a bit explicit, but I'll show you from far away because there's some body parts, and YouTube is very strict recently with me in my videos. Yeah, it's like Phoenix rising. Like I'm gonna burn everything to the ground and build anew, be it myself, my way of being, my lifestyle, or my environment. I'm gonna burn the bridges. It's meant to be this way, and I'm ready to start over. Like it's time. Cannot put this away any longer. For some of you, there could be traveling in the picture as well. Again, getting away, as I was saying with your reading, starts saying getting away, getting further from something. Like I'm not supposed to be here. Be it again family dynamic, physical place, and talking about travel. We literally have travel here. And it's interesting that this card depicts a boat, a woman being on a boat. And we also have this card Enlightenment that also has a boat. So for many of you, travel is a big theme here. Be it metaphorical travel, just mentally, emotionally moving away from somebody. Like, I don't want to be in this situation, don't want to be in this story, in this dynamic anymore. Or physically traveling to another place and settling there and changing your life completely. You guys, I'm so sorry. They're mowing grass right now, if you hear noise. So yeah, moving on. And then we've got this card Inspiration. It says, Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. And interestingly enough, the Ace of Wands is exactly the energy of inspiration. Like a spark of inspiration, spark of motivation, a new, fresh, something exciting, something that you create out of this inspiration. So for many of you, again, being inspired to start over, to recreate yourself and your life. Let's get some more cards. Pile 3. What timeline are you aligning to right now? And we've got this card Fixed. It says stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. Yeah, for many of you, I do feel like this is quite an opposite of where you are right now, where your current situation. Maybe you don't have people that you could rely on, don't have a very stable relationship currently, and all you really want is safety, commitment, stability, loyalty, and safe haven for yourself, basically. With this Fixed card, we also have fixed signs in astrology, which are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So it could be your sign, like prominent signs in your chart. So for many of you, you are aligning to a timeline where you're feeling stable, you're feeling supported, you've got your basis, like healthy environment, healthy foundation for your life. Not the toxic, cold, lacking, scarce situation that you may be in right now. It's lonely. I feel like it's lonely where you are. That's the problem. You don't belong in this energy anymore. What else, Pile 3? What timeline are you aligning to right now? Yay! We've got this card Healing, you guys. It says reconnecting with your true nature. Yeah, getting away from the yucky stuff and coming back to yourself, coming back to your heart, to a better place, to a happier place. And finally, not betraying yourself, keeping your promise to yourself in some way. For some of you, I feel like it's an important message. Sticking to your passion, your desire, this desire to break through, break free from something. Yeah, and at the bottom we've got this card Moonlight Goddess. It says repressed emotions, healing, reflection. That's similar message of healing. Healing yourself. What else? Pile 3. What timeline are you aligning to right now? And also the fact that they are mowing the grass during your reading. Why didn't they start in the previous reading, in the first reading, the second one? It's also symbolic, like cutting away dead grass, so that the new sprouts can come, so that the lawn is fresh and beautiful and vibrant and young. It could be something that you're doing right now, cutting away dead parts of the plant or your life or something that's not serving you anymore. Yeah, look at this. Exactly what I was just talking about. We've got chaos and conflict. Getting out of conflicting situations. Getting out of a battle that you cannot win. Or constantly feeling defeated, misunderstood. Surrounded by wrong people or whatnot. And at the bottom we've got this card Blessed. That's where you're headed. Feeling grateful and blessed and happy. Eventually. What else? Pile 3. What are you aligning to? What timeline are you aligning to right now? We've got this card full moon or completion, you guys. Some kind of journey, part of your journey has come to an end. Be it a living situation, be it some kind of relationship that is more, that gives you more sadness rather than gives you love and comfort and happiness. Be it a family dynamic that's very just detrimental to your mental health. Something has come to an end. It doesn't have to be that negative or like toxic. It can be just a way of living that's not serving you anymore. A full moon is about completion, wrapping things up. It's done. It's done and dusted, ready for new moon, new start, with the Ace of Wands. Totally new chapter. Let's get some more cards. Pile 3. And I just talked about completion and they stopped with the grass. Pile 3. What timeline are you aligning to right now? Yeah, look at this. We've got this card transformation. Big changes on the horizon. It says a cycle that has completed itself is ready to regenerate. Profound change must occur for the good. Transformation and rebirth are on their way. Become a seminal part of this force and grow. Something is leaving your life for sure. Like whatever it is, a place of living, certain job that's not fulfilling, your relationship that's just you outgrown it. It's not making you happy anymore. Something is dying off here. And you are ready for a new chapter. You are ready for freshness. Totally from the clean slate for many of you. I'm getting Pluto energy here as well. And at the bottom, you guys, we've got this card relationships and harmony. Many of you on the other side are going to feel very loved in a healthy, committed partnership. It says a loyal and harmonious relationship or partnership is being manifested. The bond between friends, lovers, and partners will grow and blossom. Nurture the relationships with no judgment and no expectation. Beautiful. Let's get a final advice for you guys. How can you align with this timeline sooner? Pile 3. We've got a very radical message here. Don't just think about it, do it. For many of you, maybe you have some reservations and you're like worried about some drastic changes, like how do I move to the other side of the world in a week or 2 weeks? How can I, so many things need to be thought about. Oh my gosh, my English is just slowly leaving the room by the last pile. Yeah, just resisting the change. Maybe this is something out of fear, out of like, what if I make the wrong mistake? What if I make the wrong decision here? What if I should stick with the situation and see if it changes? Message here, just go for it. Don't think about it, do it. It's almost, it feels like there's this last tweak, last decision to be made. Like I'm packing and I'm leaving tomorrow, or I'm going and telling my boss that I'm done with this job. And then life is gonna show you the path ahead. Like you've got to make a first step so that the pathway appears under your feet. Feel like it's your situation. At the bottom we also have this message. You are being of the universe. Feel the connection. You're never alone. Yeah, as I was saying, I feel a lot of loneliness from this pile. Maybe you are getting out of it already at this point. Like you are feeling better at this point. Again, because you're facing this new beginning already. But what you're leaving behind, there is a lot of loneliness here. A lot of loneliness. Even if you were surrounded by people, it's like cannot get through to them, or it just feels cold what people are bringing forth. There's no reassurance, no comfort, no acceptance. Love just doesn't feel nourishing at all. You feel malnourished. Somebody who's malnourished in the environment that they are in. You know, as they say, if the flower is not growing, you don't blame the flower, you check the environment. If they need this, if the flower needs the sun, more water or less water. some loving words. Sometimes it also helps the flower grow. It's not the problem with the flowers, it's the problem with the environment. That's your case. That's what's going on with you. So this is all I have for you, part 3. I hope this reading was helpful to you. I hope it gave you the clarity that you needed, the answers that you needed. I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.